Thanks, Deontay. Should be fixed now. We were looking for fib reversals. So we are down to the 50% retracement here from this leg up, right? You could go a little looser if you wanted to, but we are pretty much right. We've hit the golden zone, or almost hit the 50%, and I'd say we'll see what happens. I would expect kind of like what happened here in August and the summer and fall of 22 to get a little bit of consolidation, find some fair value and letting those big corporations, get their averages where they want to, big money. And then ultimately, obviously, I expect the stock market to go up in 5 years. So I would expect it to go up as well. But just a matter of how deep of a retracement we want to go. What's really interesting is 2 weeks prior to this current week, we did close below some key levels, which makes me think that there is some more liquidity that we could grab lower. So if we do go lower, that 481 quickly turns into 460s. I don't want to say we'll go to 400s, but from a technical perspective, that would be the next draw on liquidity. This area here, let me zoom into it. This area right here is a classic pivot machine gun, and we kind of saw it here on these two big candles. What happens with pivot machine guns is that you will just kind of keep going higher, no retracement, keep going higher, and then ultimately it takes out a couple stops in one, but that wasn't a very good retracement, so we kept going higher, kept going higher, kept going higher. These are all 2-up candles. Literally every single low is higher than the other. So what happened when we came through here the first time? We flushed out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stops. So, we can go ahead and delete those 6. We flushed out 1 stop here. But if we get below this week's low, if we start taking out these stops, it's going to start flooding. And that's not going to be a market crash reason per se. It's just going to be a technical perspective. So with that said, 212 down on the week, 212 down on the day. And then that gives us our setups. So anything under last week's lows will be shorts for the whole market, really. I am interested in some shorts here on NQ or ES. And subsequently SPY or Qs. Very, very big candle there, 948. Let's look at the internals. Mostly red so far. Pretty flat, to be honest. Red on add, which is advancers over decliners. So we have more declines today. All right, is that my entry? Take an NQ short, 92.50. Stop loss, 50. $67.50 first trim. I'll probably trail this pretty quickly just in case this is going to reject in the fair value gap, but we'll see. 3-2, I like that. 5 minutes, failed 2 up, so no signal there on the 5, which is why I would trail up quickly to the 1. There's 10 points there, NQ. 20. There's 25 first trim. Trailing up to prior 1 minute high. Actually break even. Okay. Let that puppy go. Next trim's 22.50 for 50 points. This goes outside, then I'll take options. Man, Qs are at 430s now. One minute on this new 5 minute candle. Where is my full time frame? Okay, QQQ 432 put. Looking at that right now. As soon as that goes below that 5-minute low, sitting at 112 now. In 118. Sitting at 114 now. See if I like anything else here. NVIDIA. Drop up to the 5. Yeah, NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA 95 put 2.21. Did I get my trim here? Not yet. Back here. Nothing to do on the other futures. Taking some 60 points NQ. Q contracts aren't really moving with it. Oh, I guess I missed my 50-point trim because I can't do math. My next trim's 70 accidentally. So since I trimmed at 60, I'll make next trim maybe 75, just in case we reject at 100. There's 75 points. Next trim 100, 92.50. Trimming 1.34 Qs. Sitting at 18K right now, Qs. I'm not going to let NVIDIA go red at all, so I'll cut this if it goes, because if NQ rejects at 18K, then we're going to retrace, and then NVIDIA is not going to go any further. Not saying it can't, but historically it follows NQ pretty close. See if it can break through this 18K. 1.42 trim Qs. Okay, there's 100 points on Q. Only 2.27 on NVIDIA. 1.72 Qs, 48%. .38 NVIDIA. I never trim before 10%, but if this does reject, I'm just going to count it as my 10% trim in terms of quantity trimmed. All right, good morning. Just hit 10 o'clock. Let's see this thing continue to flush. All right, last trim here on Qs, 1.85 for over 50%. Gonna play for levels now, which is probably weekly ATR. Here goes NVIDIA. Gonna go limit 2.5. Filled. Q's making another leg here, about to hit 150 point trim. All right, Apple's about to give up this place. Giving out the pre-market lows. Everything's kind of stalling. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little pullback. My trim got hit on an NQ. See if it gets back down there or not. For 3R. There it goes. Alrighty. Well, these are going to run for me. I'm going to keep a closer eye on NVIDIA. That's not going to go past break even, but we'll start looking at swings. Why does it do this? Why is this on? Okay. Delta's still looking good. The other one, PG. Yeah, PG looks fine. PG is very break even. So is Delta. They're just kind of floating around. You go ahead and get this going. Okay. ETFs. Quick check in here. All right, cool. ETFs, home builders under this broadening formation. I can actually readjust this now. Can kind of readjust the longer term one there. It is slightly angling. Let's see. Kind of want it to not go to the left. Oops. What? That is certainly to the right. Okay. Home builders under last week's lows will be actionable to the downside, which is 88.20. I guess yeah, it's going to be red full time frame continuity. A little bit of bounce here, no problem. Materials, same deal. Failed two up. So under last week's lows, back into full time frame continuity for the whole year. I'd love to take some things short in those two sectors. Communications is already 212 down. Correct? Yes. So that is in force. Clear these. We'll take a look at that in a bit. Energy, nothing. Financial down. Industrial down. Going to be getting a lot of bearish signals, I'm feeling. What's this? Tech short. Telecom, kind of with communications, I'm assuming. Yeah, get healthcare, getting a lot of 2-1-2 ups, or sorry, 2-1-2 downs, or failed 2 up, 2 downs. Obviously, I'm not going to over leverage this one signal. Like, I'm not going to take 7+ trades south, but I will be taking several, I'm sure. Software and services, huh? VIX is still up there. Gold, very green. Semiconductors, very not. Defense stocks, kind of dropping. Regional banks. Communications, we've seen 2 of those. Telecom and communications, XLT, XLC. Jets to the downside. I'm already in Delta. That's it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go through. So now, if you're kind of new to watching how I look at swings or filter through swings, I'll go through these ETFs, and then I have lists here, which you can make your own or you can find some online, but I found mine online from a Stratter, and they just have the home builders, materials, all this. It's a little easier to do in Thinkorswim, but it's harder for me to present that on YouTube and Discord, so I just do it on TradingView, then kind of filter by volume. So we'll go to XLC, which I'm sure is right there, then filter by volume. And then I'll just look for stocks that I recognize. So here, Google, and then I'll look to see if the chart looks pretty similar. So Google does look pretty similar. What I'll do is I'll mark this in a different color than red since I already have XLC in red. Warner Bros, AT&T making a comeback. Verizon, Meta. Ooh. I'm a perma Disney bear just because I kind of want to buy it under like 75. But the market is also a Disney bear. Look at this Head and Shoulders. I don't even trade Head and Shoulders, but I guess this is inverse, so you'd be looking for it to break higher, but I'm seeing it going lower. And so does the rest of the world who has eyeballs on the market. All right. EA, why is this delayed? Whatever. So yeah, Google Meta, we're good there. XLF. So again, filter by volume. And we're looking for short setups. Nothing yet. Take an ES short, 5205. 5205.25. Stop loss. 10 points. I just saw my trading bot take it as a 5-minute setup, so I will take it as a 5-minute setup. All right. Back. Ooh, to business. 5 points hit there. Trailing. What is going on here? Any news? It's a big 5 minute candle for just a random start of the day. $2.7 on Nvidia, 22%. Two flat on Qs. Did I get my 200 on NQ? No, not yet. Oh, let's get down. What's up, dude? Here for the Bloodfest? Yeah, I'm getting close to my 200 point trim on NQ, but just barely missing. $500 later today. You're thinking? Yeah, like that's a tough day. I'm trailing my stops on NQ 976.25. How was last week, paper? Was it? All right, back to me looking at swings here. Like everything's triggering to the downside right now. No, gold's definitely not. Gold is rocket ship to the moon. I like MS. Why is Blackstone different than the Blackstone griddle? Yeah, I've never looked at what the company is. I just assumed it was Blackstone griddle. Really? Yeah, I've definitely been trading it like it's the griddle this whole time. BlackRock owns it, Vance says. No doubt.
Now, Blackstone has like a REIT, like a real estate arm. They do like a lot of private equity investing. They do public equity takeover stuff. Like, they do a lot.
Interesting.
They own Blippi.
Blippi, the kids show?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, like I said, they got their hands in
They got their
literally
hands everywhere.
Yep. The only reason I know that is because I was like, dude, how does Blippi change all the time? Blippi and Mika, always different characters. And I'm like, so it's not like Miss Rachel where she owns the brand. Like, well, who owns the brand? And then they're like this Moonlight company, which is like some Disney spinoff with Blackstone backers. I'm like, oh my god.
Interesting. I might roll down on my Delta.
Dude, down.
I
rolled down.
I'm already risk free on them, but I just want to take more and open up a new leg.
Was that going to 20 again? Like up, down, up, down, up, down. Good God.
Morning, Randy. Yeah, it looks. The Jets ETF looked pretty nasty.
I think Boeing reports this week too. I gotta get prep. It's getting pretty tight on the SPOOs. It's done a decent chunk. Hasn't moved a whole lot. Might want to bounce, but damn, it's weak.
Do I dare swing NVIDIA puts?
Fuck, dude. Are they 50s?
What's that?
Are they 50s?
Or
CrowdStrike, if it gets any lower, it looks like I'm gonna have to reopen that put for a new swing. That thing is ugly.
NVIDIA looks ugly too.
I mean, NVIDIA has been like one of the worst looking charts in the market actually for a while.
Apple is just now triggering 2-2 on the week.
I saw that thing down this morning. I'm like, ugh. SoFi had the $3.2 billion new loan platform deal shift, which is good news, but stock not really doing it. So I just like cut it. The market is so damn bearish. I'm like, I'm really not trying to swing anything upside.
I saw your message last week that you think that this year's probably not the year for long term. You still think that?
Long term.
Yeah. Are you thinking it's going way down for next year, or what do you think?
Look at your NVIDIA chart.
I know.
I don't know what to say, but the next level on NVIDIA is legit 50.
Yeah.
Like you can look at it like
Yep, it's 75 then 50 right after
Yeah.
each other.
Boom, boom.
I've
And
had
like
the thinking.
when you look at a lot of these charts here, like the supports aren't like super strong. So I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a bear market, right? So like I mean that support could easily break. And if it breaks, it's like the next leg to the downside is
Yeah, floor.
yeah.
I've had the thinking that AI kind of created a bubble a little bit here. Do you think the same, or what do you think's starting this?
Well, I think that uh I I mean bubble's a tough word, but I would say that a lot of there's a lot of like forecasting for like multi billions of investment from a lot of the Mag 7. And we're
Right.
coming into earnings season and we're about to hear from them whether or not they're changing those spend forecasts. And with the tariffs and everything going down, I just I don't know. And I don't think the market really knows, and therefore the market's more playing the cautious card. I mean, like, well, I'm not gonna miss anything if I'm not in it right this moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Spruce could probably bounce a little bit, but it's not. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna trade an upside. I'll just stop out. But this is sad.
Holy United Healthcare last week
Oh yeah,
earnings.
like 20 something percent.
Yowza.
Look at Meta. There's like broad information downside.
Yep.
Price discovery downside. That cracks, dude. Look at. Yeah.
I mean, this is probably where I would draw my. Why is it going the other way? I don't really see another two lower lows since here.
It's really ugly. You put a fucking line down there.
I
Uh,
don't. I mean, I don't know where
oh
else it's
my
gonna go.
God.
Where else would you draw broadening formation
No,
here?
I mean that's what it is. That's literally what it is.
The upside's obviously pretty,
I mean,
pretty
it
gnarly, but
followed it like perfectly,
yeah, I'd rather see that. But yeah, I mean,
but you
you,
lose the center line. It's
yeah,
not going higher. It's like 485 right now.
yeah, that's a tough look. I mean, that's worth just
But
a lotto almost. Not even a lotto, but
what is the downside?
yeah.
What is that?
What's that?
What's the downside on that?
Well, the broadening formation would be 236, so 50%.
Holy fuck
I
me.
think if you lose 417, that's, I mean, you're at least going to 280. Maybe it stops at 325, but I mean, we're talking 75
We're
points
talking
on a,
about hundreds of dollars.
yeah, we're talking 75 points on a $400 stock.
Yeah.
25%, whatever that is.
Hmm. With like a lot of the antitrust lawsuit or headwinds are not fun for me to.
Yeah.
Last time I did that, it did that kind of trajectory.
Did you liquidate out of Amazon?
Yes, liquidated.
Oh, Amazon looks even worse than Meta.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's 118.
Liquidated pretty. I mean, like a lot. I'm very heavy cash. There's not really a ton of intention to, and like heavy cash, but I want to buy. Although if I do, I know that it's like got to be small nibbles, and I will probably stop out pretty quick too.
And Amazon looks pretty nice for short, swing short.
Yeah, it's just well, they're all kind of like triggering much lower right now.
Right.
CrowdStrike looks like ready to roll.
I'm shocked I haven't stopped out of my ES short yet.
I haven't either.
It's been in this zone for 15 minutes.
I want to do this crowd right now, but it's very spready. Well, it just tightened up a little bit. Maybe like 450s or 350s. Oh, we're taking another leg. I got 5.
You got what?
Crowd at 5.
Crowd at 5.
At 366.
Man, you got Meta and Amazon both. Probably looking at
Crypto's
May.
not horrible. He's waiting for Palantir to crack.
418. Yikes. Gonna have to spread this one out. $8 for something 70 strikes out of the money.
Isla Tuesday. Going Wednesday morning.
Man, he's trying to get a spread on Meta.
There's a little bounce. You don't really have any.
Hmm. 425, 405, or 425, 415. Definitely going to be a limit.
Ridiculous. Pretty close to zero tick first time today. First positive tick of the day. Hate it.
All right, let me look at Amazon now. Stopped out of both NQ and ES.
Amazon's just barely holding on. I stopped out of my main spy. I still have my little runner though.
Yeah, I'm out of Qs as well.
Add.
Honestly, probably.
Yeah. Or reload. Whatever you want to call it. My crowd is bouncing. I'm watching this. See if I can add it. He rejects, otherwise I'll just cut it.
Cut it. You need to cut it. All right, let's see if Amazon's a little easier.
Dude, I'm gonna add, dude. This is the fuck.
On your spy or on Qs?
No. Oh, crowd.
Oh, crowd. What'd you get again?
350 puts for Friday. I mean, Q's. So it's the first positive tick of the day. Maybe it could go higher.
On what time frame do you use? 15?
The tick?
Yeah.
Tick isn't really a time thing. Back to negative.
Oh, because of the zero line. Got
Yeah.
it. I was thinking you were saying first positive candle, but you were saying above zero.
Trying to get this crowd 350 at 4:30. It kind of feels a little like expensive still. It's Monday morning.
Yeah.
Really?
Amazon 150s. Let's see.
Look at the fade. Now negative 700 tickers. Good night. Eights, nines. Oh my. Look at it. Right back to where it was. No love. Netflix still holding up. I don't know how long that sticks.
All right, I'm tagging the Amazon. Pretty much same chart as Meta. I expect to win both or lose both.
Palantir coming in to 90. Wow, so expensive.
Holy crap! Nobody trades Morgan Stanley anymore.
Palantir red on the day. Netflix about to go red on the day. Oh no, about to lose its green. $9.50 puts on Netflix. Sitting at a G. Look at this. New lows coming in. By the end of the day, I might be able to pick new strikes on my fucking condor. Tesla getting railroaded today. Again, 95 on Nvidia. Who's new low? It's a trender.
It's a
It's a trender to
trender.
the downside. Zowie. Runners still on for this booze, but they're deep. Or they're way down there. But yeah. There. It's like 502s on SPY. So did Trump?
Oh, spy breaking.
Uh, Trump said no chips go to China anymore.
I did not know the answer to that.
Oh, that's he just still hasn't crashed yet.
Vance asked, "Are y'all in shorts right now?" Paper is in shorts. I am out of mine.
Papers in runners, papers short crowd, papers short the SPOOs, which is SPY. I'm not going to open anything else today. I would be looking at meta short for possible swing, potentially watching Netflix for that relative quote unquote strength to go away. Nvidia, I think, sees the lows and potentially breaches them, which puts you at 75s for the first stop. Nothing looks, this is not a bullish tape. There's nothing bullish about this. Uh, if you're thinking calls, you can think it for like minutes to hours, maximum 12 hours, unless you're looking at like metals or any of that kind of stuff. Otherwise, it's very much counter trend if you're going to go upside for equities and not advised, ill advised.
Ill advised.
And kind of stay away from the long term for right now. Let it come to you. If you bought Nvidia at 95, 96, then they report and you have all these mega caps going before them. Maybe they say they decrease spending. That's the easy loss on Nvidia if that happens. And what's the upside if they say? It's a good question. If they say if the mega caps like Amazon, Microsoft, Googs, whatever, say we're not going to decrease our spending, is that additional upside for Nvidia? The answer should be decisively no, because it's already in the stock price. So there's not really a lot of upside because it's a good company. Like I love my hoodie, but I could easily see 30s again. I would cry a little bit, but yeah, I'd like to buy it lower if I can.
KK, hi Jesse, just got here. Is it a strat kind of day? Every day is a strat kind of day.
It is a 2 down with a gapper.
Yeah.
No attempt to fill the imbalance.
Meta puts
On the
are
week,
meta puts are super expensive. What price are you thinking? Well, I did a spread on meta because they are super expensive. I bought the closer in the money, sold the further out of the money to make a put debit spread. Thinking it could come to 300. Prices are only reasonable. Oh, no. Yeah, that's way too far out of the money for any type of swing.
yeah, we only take the first step. So you have to find that first level. And then if it breaks multiple levels, then great. We put ourselves in the position to be positioned in the right place at the right time, but we don't go out searching for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in the 425, 415s.
He's already in it. For what expiration?
Middle May, I think. So it's
I'll
another
look
2
at
weekly candles. Yeah, definitely not the 300 price range. That will not expire in the money without some sort of market crash. But the ATR on Meta's weekly candles is 50 points. So I need 1.5 candles to go down and I'll be in the money. and one candle is already starting that way. It's definitely a little bit far, but like we said, they're very expensive.
Looking at Miss Cleo. Miss Cleo actually says she's thinking it's going to be a choppy week.
Hmm. Don't love that.
I do for these condors.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
I mean, the condors, dude, let me tell you, you'll never have a better environment. Maybe, but I don't think so. It's like this. We could actually spend the next quarter, like 2 months, going freaking nowhere.
Yeah.
Legit. A legitimate after the moves that we have had, that would be par for the course, believe it or not. Like very, very real. So to take the directional approach sometimes might be hard fought, even if it is downside. Dude, could you imagine going sideways for 3 months straight?
Pretty sure we got that last year, so I could very much
We have
imagine
that.
it.
Yeah.
I think it was like Q4 last year was like that. Yeah. Q4. We finished 2% up on the whole quarter. The whole candle was only
God,
7%.
I wonder how long it's gonna take me to take this 2,500. I couldn't open a net new account because I was like, I'd have to move too much out of Robinhood, and this is just too juicy for me to not do this.
Why are you doing them on Robinhood?
I don't know, just easier. This is a small account.
Gotcha.
It's my small account, but my small account's, I mean, it's 2,500. I just did 2,500 because that's the um, smallest amount that you can have.
Oh, for margin.
Yes. She thinks Fridays could be good. That must mean the rest of the week is really bad. Uh, grind, bounce Friday. It means grind it. Like we will go to 500. Uh, Probably tomorrow or the next day we will be at 500 on Spoos. Which is what it is. 502 to be precise, right? Show
Yep.
me.
502.22.
Yes, sir. It's usually 36 hours or less.
What, that we retest the lows?
Yeah, once you lose like that month's, is 36 hours or less. You can back test that. That's like a 90% probability. Same thing. Look at Qs. It's about 420.
Oh, hey, Nick. The market hope is that the biggest equity buyer returns this Friday, aka buyback blackout period comes to an end.
Oh, what day is it?
He said Friday.
So then I would probably say Thursday you do that ahead of. But between now and Thursday, we're gonna drop another 15 points on SPY, potentially 30 points on Qs. Just telling you. Which means that the bounce from Thursday to Friday could basically take you to where we are today. The humanity. Oh, he's saying buyback blackout period comes. Oh yeah. So nobody can hold the market up here, is what he's saying. Look at these net, dude. Look at Valdi again.
Negative.
It's just bleed.
Only one green candle.
I love this view, dude. I really love this view. I might need to make me one of them. Tag me. Oh, beautiful. Should I say? The hospital appreciates. Great success. Great success. Oh shit! I blinked and my crowd popped again. Motherfucker. He's fighting.
I'll be watching FCX. XOB just triggered to the downside.
Oh no.
So that's it for me. I'm not in any options other than swings or futures.
You got anything short on Prolenter? This thing has been fighting like cray.
If you go 2 down on the week. I mean,
yeah.
honestly, the
What
day's
is that
pretty
at?
good though.
90? 91s?
Yeah, 90.13 or so.
Yeah.
Yep, that would be decent for like a weekly or 2-week swing.
Maybe 2 weeks, yeah, for triggers.
Alrighty, I'll hand it over here to you.
Go back to your internal. Well, actually, I'm not going to be able to stream because I got to finish this prep for the weekly
Okay.
trade plan.
What do you want me to look at?
That internals dashboard again that you have. That thing is. Ugh. The nasty Nasdaq not holding up, or holding up a little bit better, but
Yeah, just gapped up higher.
just earnings though, yeah. Who's new low? Look at this combo. Strat plus like the custom indicators
Yeah.
you got going on here.
Oh yeah, no better system in the
Wild to
world.
see it, wild to see it on somebody else's screen like this.
It's all I use for
Like,
day
I'm
trading.
looking at my screen now. Like, what's happening?
Yeah. It's all I use for day trading now. That's
Yeah,
why we teach it. Swings, I only use strat.
always strat. I look at crude though. So crude actually, this is weird. So crude, the commodities, you're right there. It's holding up relatively well. We got some news from the macro. I own Oxy. I just bought a little Oxy. I equity. I don't know that it's ready to roll, but I still want to keep an eye on that sector as a whole.
Yeah.
I think you said you just kind of went short on it. But if
No, it didn't trigger. Is that XLE or is that XOP?
it's XOP. Oh, you're on energy. Energy's different, yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't triggered short yet. I haven't taken
Well,
anything
that
on
was
it since.
monthly shit me. But like XOM, Exxon was that's not a good looking chart, dude. That's XOM.
Oops.
Oh, you got this is super high time frame.
Yeah, day, week, month, quarter, year. I don't know how
So
long.
the day would be triggering. What's the week trigger at? So I'm like, if this stops going down, which I don't know if it will or won't.
Yeah, your high or low of last week because it was inside bar.
Yeah, it's a watch.
I mean the quarter and the month both are in the fair value gap. So and it's closed it. So as long as and the year too. So I mean, this is where I would buy from a technical perspective. Like if these were any other time frames.
We shall see.
Now
Netflix,
CVX.
$1,000. Good God, how is that thing holding up?
CVX I would short to the ground.
Hmm.
Not yet, but almost.
So tomorrow, if we open up at 500, it's a long. But if we open up at 520, it's a short. Ooh.
Well, I'll be
Oh
here
my
for that.
God. Look at this baldy. The net flows is just getting deeper and deeper and deeper. That
Yep.
is sick.
No reason to buy right now.
Nuns. All right, man.
Alrighty. I'll see
Appreciate you,
you all
bro.
here tomorrow morning.
Adios. I'm going to put the stream out in a little bit for the weekly trade plan. Until
Yes, sir.
then, still in the crowd shorts. Just spy runners that are a roll, profit roll. And I will be watching meta downside for a swing, but I will not open that until the actual close. So anything can happen between now and then. You know, Trump market could get a tweet, pops us over the upside, and we're instantly bullish again. It's all possible. You never know. All right, guys.
See ya.
See you in a little bit.